The Indiana Fever have found themselves with a renewed sense of purpose this season, and a big part of that excitement comes from an unexpected spark, Chloe Bibby. What began as a temporary opportunity has transformed into a full-season contract and a major storyline for the team. The Australian forward, who was brought in on a 7-day deal at the end of July, has quickly become a name worth watching. From the moment she stepped onto the floor, she brought more than just numbers. Her energy, hustle, and chemistry with the team created a noticeable shift in momentum. She didn't just fill a gap, she changed the tone, both on the court and in the locker room. Bibby, who has a reputation back home for being a tough, reliable shooter from deep, didn't waste any time showing what she was capable of. Even though she was still adjusting to a new league and a new system, she played like she'd been part of the team for months. In her first 2 outings, she averaged 9 points per game, an impressive mark for someone on such a limited contract. Even more telling was her efficiency. She shot nearly 45% from the field and hit 50% of her three-pointers. It wasn't just about scoring, it was about doing so with confidence, efficiency, and poise. Her first game was against the Chicago Sky, and though her time on the floor was short, just 11 minutes, she made the most of every second. She tallied 8 points, hitting crucial shots that helped the Fever cruise to a 93-78 victory. Watching her play, it was easy to forget that she had just joined the team. There was no hesitation, no nerves, just controlled aggression and an understanding of where she proved her performance wasn't a fluke. In a tight matchup against the Phoenix Mercury, she delivered again, this time with 10 points and a pair of momentum-shifting three-pointers in only 13 minutes. That game ended in a high-scoring 107-101 win, and Bibby's contributions were part of what pushed Indiana over the edge. Coach Stephanie White was quick to take notice. While the points and shooting percentages were impressive, it was Bibby's attitude that stood out even more. She brought an infectious energy to the floor, diving for loose balls, staying locked in on defense, and cheering on teammates during timeouts. That kind of presence is hard to measure on paper, but coaches and players feel it. It's the kind of spark that can transform a good team into a great one. Coach White, recognizing how well Bibby fit into the team's rhythm, didn't wait long to offer her a spot for the rest of just the coaching staff who supported the move. The entire team, including rookie sensation Caitlin Clark, backed the decision wholeheartedly. Caitlin Clark has been the face of the franchise since her arrival, but she's also been vocal about the importance of team balance. She knows that even stars need role players who can come in, do their job, and change the flow of a game. Bibby, in her short time, has already done that. Clark has praised players like Bibby for stepping up when it matters most, especially during this crucial part of the season where every game could shift the standings. As Indiana enters a tough stretch of road games, having someone like Bibby on the roster, someone who doesn't flinch in pressure moments, adds tremendous value to the team's playoff hopes. Now that Bibby is officially signed for the remainder of the season, the Fever are locking in for the weeks ahead. Their next test comes on August 1st against the Dallas Wings, followed by another significant game in Seattle against the Storm. These are matchups where the margin for error is thin, and every bench contribution matters. For Bibby, it's a golden opportunity to continue proving that she belongs at this level. And for the Fever, her presence is yet another example of how preparation, timing, and belief in the right people can shift a team's entire outlook. It's not just about star power, it's about building something cohesive. And with Clark leading, Bibby rising, and White guiding the ship, Indiana might just be headed somewhere special. For Chloe Bibby, this moment is more than just a contract. It's a validation of years of work, sacrifice, and belief in herself. Coming from Australia, where basketball isn't always in the national spotlight, Bibby carved her path with grit and determination. She spent time developing her game in college in the United States, always hovering just beneath the radar. Now, with the Fever, she's proving that perseverance pays off. Every minute she gets on the court, she plays like someone who remembers what it feels like to be overlooked, and now refuses to let that happen again. What's even more impressive is how seamlessly Bibby has connected with her teammates. Chemistry can't be forced, it either exists or it doesn't. And for Bibby, it clicked immediately. Whether she's setting hard screens, making the extra pass, or simply celebrating a teammate's big play, she's brought a contagious enthusiasm that doesn't go unnoticed. The Fever's veterans have embraced her, and players like Kelsey Mitchell and Aaliyah Boston have openly expressed their appreciation for her effort and positive energy during practices and games. It's these intangible qualities, The ones that don't show up on the stat sheet, that often make the biggest difference late in the season. With the playoffs slowly coming into view, every rotation player matters. Teams are now adjusting strategies, tightening lineups, and preparing for high-pressure basketball. The Fever, still in the hunt, are focusing on building a team that's not just talented, but resilient. And that's where Bibby fits so well. In terms of minutes, but what she does in those minutes could tip the scale in critical moments. Whether it's hitting a surprise three-pointer or grabbing a key rebound, she's becoming the kind of player a team can rely on when the game is on the line. This surge of support around Bibby also speaks to the leadership of head coach Stephanie White. She's built a culture where new players are welcomed, trusted, and allowed to grow quickly. White has kept her team competitive in a tough season, and her decision to lock in Bibby reflects a broader strategy of rewarding players who match the team's values: toughness, teamwork, and adaptability. Under her guidance, Indiana hasn't just added talent. They've built something that feels cohesive, alive, and full of momentum. That kind of atmosphere is what every franchise hopes to create, and Indiana is showing what it looks like when that vision starts to come together. Meanwhile, against the physical and mental demands of her rookie season, Clark has shown incredible maturity in how she supports her teammates. She doesn't just lead in scoring, she leads in spirit. From celebrating Bibby's big moments to encouraging players on the bench, Clark understands the power of inclusion. That kind of attitude creates a ripple effect throughout the team. It empowers younger players, inspires role players, and elevates the entire squad's confidence into the final stretch of the season.